Introduction. At 73 years old, I believe my family was finally giving me the one thing I wanted most. Not money, not gifts, not luxury, just time together. After years of sacrifice, years of hard work, and years of putting my children before myself, I thought we were finally going to reconnect. Instead, I found myself stranded at a lonely roadside station in the middle of a desert highway with $43 in my wallet, a broken phone at my feet, and a note that shattered my heart. The people who abandoned me weren't strangers. They were my own children. What happened next would become a story that nobody, not even I, could have imagined. And before this story ends, millions of people will know my name. Chapter 1. A Lifetime of Sacrifice. My name is Walter Hayes. For more than 30 years, I worked as a mechanic. It wasn't glamorous work. Most days ended with sore muscles, grease-covered hands, and a back that felt 20 years older than it should have. But every morning I got up and did again, because I had 3 children depending on me. When my wife walked away years earlier, she didn't just leave me, she left the children too. Suddenly I became father, mother, provider, teacher, and protector. I worked overtime, skipped vacations, drove old cars, wore old clothes, and spent every extra dollar helping my children build better futures. I never complained, because that's what fathers do. At least, that's what I believed. Chapter 2. The dream I couldn't afford. Years passed. The children grew up. Ethan became successful in business. Rebecca built a respected healthcare career. Jason entered marketing and quickly climbed the corporate ladder. Watching them succeed felt like winning my own lottery. Every sacrifice seemed worth it. I helped with college, helped with cars, helped with weddings. Whenever they needed something, I found a way, even when I couldn't afford it. I believed family was an investment of love. One day, I expected that love would come back. I couldn't have been more wrong. Chapter 3. Retirement and Reality. By 68, my body began giving up. Arthritis attacked my joints. Back pain became constant. Eventually, I retired. My savings were small. Most of my money had gone toward helping my children succeed. At first, I wasn't worried. After all, I had 3 successful children. Surely family would help family. But every conversation ended with excuses. Bad timing, not enough space, busy schedules. Months turned into years, and loneliness became my daily companion. Then came the phone call that changed everything. Chapter 4. The Invitation. One afternoon, Ethan called. His voice sounded unusually cheerful. "Dad," he said, "we've been talking." For the first time in years, hope returned. He explained that all 3 siblings want to take a family road trip, a chance to reconnect, a chance to make memories, a chance to thank me for everything I'd done. Everything would be covered. Hotels, meals, transportation. I didn't hesitate. I said yes immediately. I spent the entire week looking forward to it. What I didn't know was that my children had already made another decision, one that would change all our lives forever. Chapter 5. The Betrayal. Saturday morning arrived. I packed a small travel bag and climbed into Ethan's vehicle. The first few hours felt normal, but as we drove deeper into the remote Sunstone Desert, something felt off. Ethan barely spoke. His hands remained tight on the steering wheel. Several times I asked if everything was all right. Each time he smiled and said yes. Eventually we stopped at a small roadside station. "Need fuel," he said. "Go grab a drink." I walked inside, bought a bottle of water, used the restroom. Nothing unusual. 10 minutes later, I returned. The vehicle was gone. At first, I thought it was a misunderstanding. Then I found the note, and everything changed. Chapter 6. For Days in Hell. The message was short, cold, cruel. My children claimed they could no longer support me. They said I needed to figure things out myself. No explanation, no apology, no way home. For 4 days I survived on little food, little sleep, and almost no hope. The desert heat punished me during the day. The cold punished me at night. Each passing hour felt like a year. Then a young station employee named Noah noticed me. Unlike everyone else, he stopped, he listened, he cared. And one small act of kindness would soon change everything. Chapter 7, The Ticket. On the fourth afternoon, Noah handed me a forgotten scratch card ticket. "Try your luck," he joked. I nearly threw it away. After all, what difference would a lottery ticket make? But with nothing else to do, I scratched it. One number matched, then another, then another. The station suddenly became silent. Noah stared at the ticket. I stared at the ticket. Neither of us could believe what we were seeing, because somehow, against all odds, I had just won millions. Chapter 8, The News Explosion. Lottery officials arrived, then reporters, then cameras. Soon my story was everywhere. But it wasn't the money people cared about. It was a betrayal. An elderly father abandoned by his own children, then rescued by a stranger's kindness, and an unbelievable twist of fate. The story spread across television, across social media, across the entire country. And somewhere, 3 people were staring at their screens in complete shock. My children. Chapter 9, Too Late. Suddenly, everyone wanted to talk. Calls, messages, emails, letters, apologies, excuses, promises. For years, they had ignored me. Now they couldn't stop trying to reach me. But something had changed. Not my bank account, my heart. The people who abandoned me when I had nothing could not suddenly become family, because I had something. Some bridges burn only once, and this bridge was gone forever. Chapter 10, A New Life. Today my life looks completely different. I travel. I donate to charities. I support programs helping seniors, homeless people, and struggling families. Most importantly, I surround myself with people who value kindness, because in the end, kindness saved me. Not money, not luck, not revenge. Kindness. A stranger treated me with more compassion in 4 days than some family members had shown in years. And that changed everything. If this story teaches us anything, it's this: never underestimate the power of a single act of kindness. You never know whose life you might save. And sometimes, the family we choose becomes more valuable than the family we inherit. Thank you for listening. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it.